What's up, guys? It's me, Absta. It's like 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning. And, just sitting here thinking, I don't typically feel sad, or it passes pretty quickly if I try to go out or do things to get my mind off of it. And yes, we're in the dark. We're back in my apartment here. I'm alone. It's 4 in the morning. Kind of sucks. It's just, Hey, thanks. Hey, Street Life. I saw that you commented on my, Mark is here, but he's in the shower. I saw that you commented on my, alternate channel, my secondary channel. And thank you, Coach Isms, for praying for me, because I need it. I'm depressed here. I want to kind of get out of the Northwest. I enjoy the weather. The weather is raining. That makes me happy. But, I'm so sick of just the same old routine and the daily grind, and especially when I'm the type of person that likes to put spontaneity into things, it's hard for me to be, like, in a routine, but when you live up here as long as I have, you're kind of forced into it if you want to make it here, But I don't know, I don't know that it's really worth it. I'm so sick of this place that I'm renting hotels just to get a change of scenery, if I'm honest. If I'm totally honest. I'll make up, an excuse as to why I want to go, like, whatever, but the truth is, just to get a change of scenery, I'm willing to spend hundreds of dollars. And that's really sad. I shouldn't have to do that. It may be time to move out of here. There's nothing left for me here. There's nothing left for me in Coeur d'Alene. This was Paul's city. It's a beautiful city. The people here, I have no complaints about this city. I really don't. I was really proud when some rioters came and we had a bunch of men and stuff standing downtown to protect our downtown. Like, it was awesome all over Facebook. They were ready to come over here. I was scared. As I got closer to my home, I saw crazy old men and crazy young men on bikes, all dressed in black, and that's the first time I had ever really felt fear in a city, because I lived so close. But thankfully they didn't actually loot my city. That would have been a disaster. That would have been horrible. People that live here love this town, and I'm no exception. But I want to be somewhere where it's crazy and wild all the time. Like in Florida. But I can't stand the heat. But it's just like sitting in here, I don't have an air conditioner. It gets over fucking 80 degrees in here. It was 86 degrees in here the other day. I just got used to it, I adapt. One thing about me is I'm very, very adaptable. I don't know if that's from, like, growing up in foster care or what, but I'm extremely adaptable to different situations. I really rarely get homesick or, I'd pretty much say the only person I've continuously missed when I've been away from them was Mark. I went to North Carolina, I was surrounded by my family, and I missed Marcus every day. He was the first thing I thought about when I woke up, and the last thing I thought about. Now, Melton's, he's made things difficult. between Mark and I, because Mark knows I love him too, and I don't know why. But I'm telling him, it's not a threat. But even if it was, me and him aren't together, so it's kind of strange. But, and then, when I first met him, it was Anderson he was all mad over, so, I just can't win for losing. I'm just such a piece of shit that I have to, you ever just want to be something you're not, and then you do things like that you really don't have the strength all the time to do, but you do them anyway. Because I find that doing things, whatever it may be, think of something difficult in your head that you have to do on a regular basis, and that feeling you get before you do it, it's just such a sinking. It's like you dread it, I just dread this. I'm getting ready to do it, but I dread it, Can I bring myself to do this on my own? It's to the point where I'm getting. But then when I'm doing it, I'm not as, depressed. I find that doing things helps depression a lot. But it takes money to do things. And, not everything takes money, but for me it does. And, making money is difficult. You can't see right now, but I'm just, hey Vanessa, how are you, dear? But I'm just rubbing my eyes with my index and thumb like an old woman would. Just tired and worn out. And most of the time I have this real childlike bouncing around energy, but at nighttime is when things really hit me. That's when I really think about things. And then I think Mark got out of the shower now, so I'll probably go in the bathroom. I don't like people hearing me talk, It fucking bothers me. It's just, I have so many thoughts that go through my mind. In a night, in a day, I can't focus. If I can focus on one thing, I usually become obsessed with it. And, that used to be like video games or whatever, but it can obviously be people. And, today is what? Sunday. Today's Sunday, I think. Oh, Jesus. So, God, I'm sitting here thinking it's Friday or Saturday because I went to dialysis on Saturday, and so that means I only get one day in between, then I gotta go back because I missed Friday. No, I hurt my hip on Friday. That's when I busted my fucking hip on the fucking hot tub at the La Quinta, or however the fuck you say it. So I was in, I tell you, you saw a video of me on Boyd Paris. Hey, what's up, Vegas Vixen? I'm not pretty, I'm ugly, but thank you. Thank you. I usually don't talk like this. My streams are usually pretty happy. I'm usually really happy-go-lucky when I come on to this website. Because I don't want to bring my viewers down, but I think it's good to bring a little bit of realness, because, and I don't know if it's the city, I don't know if it's me, I don't know if it's the fact that I just want to be something else, want to do something else, and I have that desire and that innate ability within myself. I mean, I'm not old, I'm very young, energetic for the most part. I really don't have any health issues beside the kidney failure thing, and then, I mean, there's nothing I really can't do that a normal person can, except piss. but God. But, regardless of that, we gotta laugh to keep from crying, right? And you know what I've done since I entered my house again? I freaking slept. I just slept. To the point I have a headache from just sleeping. I go to lay down for a nap, and I don't wake up till 12 to 14 hours later. But I stayed up a long time, so maybe that's why, Plus, it's just so rainy outside, but I love the rain. I hate heat. I can't stand it. But if I had to be in it again, I adjust to it pretty well. I hate it, but I don't think about it all that much. So I only have one day off, and then I gotta go back to dialysis on Monday. You'd think that after almost 2 years of being on it, that would become a routine by now, and that wouldn't be so dreaded. But it is a dreadful thing. It is a gateway to hell. People die all the time on those machines. It's very painful. You see these commercials of like the different companies that do dialysis, these companies make so much off of us. And you see these patients and they're like, oh, I usually feel so energetic right after I go take my dog for a 12-mile stroll. And it's like a 60-year-old fucking woman saying that shit. That shit is so scripted. That is not real. Yes, you feel better than you do knocking on death's fucking door. But your ass ain't. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get out and fucking... If you have a headache, go back to bed. No, I can't. God almighty, if I do that, I've slept. It's 4 in the morning, Vegas. It's 4 in the morning, Miss Vixen. And it's, God, I've slept since 1, 2 p.m. I gotta stretch my neck. I've popped it so much I can't pop it no more. My cousin is on dialysis a lot even after the transplant. Why? What? Oh, thank you. Yes, I didn't know how you guys would react to me venting things. Oh yeah, some coffee would be good. I gotta get me one of those Keurig things. I liked it in the hotel. I actually went out and bought some different flavored little packs for it. You got chemo. Jesus, honey. Yeah, you think about these illnesses and you think about how they're just not prejudiced. They just, Doesn't matter who you are or how healthy you are or what, anybody can get sick at any time and it just knock you down. Like, I really miss getting up and going to work. I miss that so much. People that still do that, I'm really jealous of that you can get up and go do that. I don't know what kind of company's going to hire somebody that has to be out of work 3 days a week and sleep so much. But, I have a particular skill set because I worked for a decade before I got sick, like 9 to 5 regular jobs, and I can see it in my head now, just sitting at my desk. I remember always being so particular about my desk being clean. I mean, and I would go in the morning at my last job, which was a U.S. Bank call center, and I worked in credit cards, and with credit cards, and I would look out their windows at just a beautiful sunrise, and the sky is so blue, and I was just so happy, I was so happy. I was depressed sometimes because I was tired or whatever, but you get into your routine at work, you guys know how that is, and then you can't do it no more, and it's just, you don't really know what you got till it's gone type of thing, you kind of, we take so many things for granted, I mean, so many things. I mean, I watched 90 Day Fiancé that it's pretty notoriously known. Big Ed and Rose. Rose has her own YouTube channel now, but she lived in the Philippines. And it's a show about long distance relationships, and so Big Ed went over to, now Big Ed, if you've ever Googled Big Ed from 90 Day Fiancé, he calls himself this. The guy's 4'11", and he lied about his height to Rose. He told her he was 5'3". If a guy told me I'm 5'3", I'd be like, bro, you're my height. Like, fuck nah, get the fuck out of my face. You ain't no man. I don't know what it is. And you women know it. None of you women freaking lie. I mean, I don't mind dating somebody at 5'11" or more. Come on. You gotta be taller than fucking 4'11". But Big Ed ain't got no neck. And he went over to the Philippines and he started, oh my God, he's like, oh, I got some kind of edema. some kind of skin shit. And he's like, I shipped Rose. Well, my edema or whatever the fuck he's got. Ain't nothing wrong with him. And he's like, my edema, we'll just say edema for all of our fucking time saving purposes. He'd be like, my edema causes me to only be able to sleep on 1,000 thread count sheets. I shipped these sheets over to Rose and they never arrived. So now I'm fucked. And she laid out a fucking not even a blow up mattress for this dude. She laid out one of them pads you get in jail. One of them kind of mattresses, not even that thick. And he's like coming into her family, and Daddy has a pig farm, and his daddy, he tries to feed the pigs, and it's the goddamn muddy out there. He's sloshing around in the Philippines, in the boots, and he's like 4'11", instead of just going over and opening the cage and sitting the food down, he fucking just he walks over in front of her daddy make your breath smell pretty. And she's like, I have an ulcer and I don't fucking know. I'm sorry. 5'3", Vegas. I never met a man shorter than me. Oh, I'm 5'1". She should have ordered a toddler bed. He's sitting there because in the Philippines, I mean, that's third world almost. Jesus. And then he gets mad about her taking out. What else does he do? He like rubs her legs and he's like at the foot of the bed and he's all like looking up and stuff, all gross and cringy. And he's like, how do you say kiss in Tagalog? And she's like, halik. And he's like, may I halik you? And he's like looking into her eyes all cringy and shit. And she doesn't say yes. She gets this look on her face. She's like, she doesn't want to. And he wasn't even kissing her fucking face, dude, or her mouth. He was kissing her feet. Like, it's a difference, you know. May I lick him? But for some reason, this woman's like, I want to have 2 kids with, it's my dream to have 2 kids. I don't know if they think that by having 2 kids, I really felt like she didn't just, because she already has a son named Prince, right? So I really didn't feel as though she wanted those kids because she loved Ed as much as she let on. I feel like she and somebody or something in her culture told her, oh, having a kid, it'll guarantee those kids get to, grow up in America or whatever. Like, who the fuck cares? But I don't know why. She broke up with him over that. This man went over to the Philippines with knowing that this woman, like, in her culture, I guess that's a big deal, really wanted 2 kids. And then, like, told her, I'm not having kids, he had a vasectomy planned out before he even fucking, went over there. And he's like 53 years old. God, he started putting mayonnaise in his hair. You put mayonnaise in your hair to get lice out of it. And he put it in there because he's like, I want to look young for Rose. And he's like, he's got hair, but it's so gross and oily. And he's like, he's got, what do y'all say? What's street life? Where'd street go? You're 5'11". No, you're fine. 5'11's fine. Yeah, I've gotten rid of lice before with fucking mayonnaise down south. The lice it's not prevalent up here at all. It's not prevalent down south either. But you send your kid to school or whatever, you get lice and shit. Sometimes that happens. I remember the last time I had lice, I was like 14, 15, and I put mayonnaise all over my hair, smothered some bitches. And, but he was putting mayonnaise in his hair to make it look sleek. That's all I could think of. To make himself look more young for Rose, because apparently his hair made him look older. I didn't see how. But I imagined him with like a normal hairline once, instead of like a receding hairline. Oh my gosh. Make his forehead look even longer somehow. But yeah, you gotta look that shit up. Big Ed and Rose from 90 Day Fiancé. I've never seen nothing like that. That was insane. And then he walked away after she broke. She's like, you're not a good person. You hurt me, fuck you. And then he's like, I'm a bad person. He walks away looking like a Kool-Aid man in that big old pink shirt. What's up, Harvey? How are you? Ooh, a leech. Leeches, people go to like spas and stuff, and I'd rather have a leech than lice any day. But people go to spas and shit, and they get leeches put on them. I don't, to suck toxins out or something. I don't know. But you bleed for a long time after those are on you. Burn leeches. Yeah, you burn ticks too. Burn ticks off. Don't ever pull a tick out of you, because its head will stay in. You gotta burn the damn thing. They don't die unless you burn them. I know all about bugs. Living in the deep south for 18 years of my life. God, that's one thing I don't miss is the bugs. And the skeeters. Oh, and the horseflies. Oh, God. I still got a big old chunk taken out of my arm from 2017 from when a horsefly got the fucking house. I think my fistula covers it, so, it's not noticeable. But my fistula is like this biggest eyesore in the world on my tiny arms, but my forearms are small anyway. And, yeah, I thought I was getting the best, and I wasn't. Or is well, I have very small veins, I don't know. Learned that in the army. My cat once got a tick. Ooh, yeah, they suck blood. Yeah, Harvey's right, don't pull them off. I don't know, can you not pull off leeches? You pull off leeches just fine, can't you? Ticks here in the Northeast, we pull them out. Oh my God, just make sure they leave their heads in you. Make sure it's got a head. Cut that open and let it fall off. Yeah, there you go. I remember we'd get them playing out in the woods, and my mom would, I don't remember how my parents would get them off, but they would somehow. And my daddy, I remember one time he put them all in the damn sink and just burnt the hell out of them. Kill them. And I was like, why are you burning them? And he's like, that's the only way to really kill them. I don't know. But it is kind of true. They're so small. Your uncle, Nina, uses leeches for healing. It's nasty. Huh. Well, I don't know if they do something, I thought, for healing. It's not like scientifically proven, though. It's one of those things where, people are like, yeah, I feel better. Like, it's more of a popular opinion to do that. It's more like, it's like a common sense thing, oh, it sucks your blood out, it's sucking toxins out, There's toxins in your blood. But your kidneys do that, guys. So you don't need leeches to do it for you. Kidneys and your liver filter your toxins. How's your tooth, Marcus? Does it feel better? Are you going to bed now? No?
Because I kind of feel like I can take a shower.
You kind of feel awake after showering?
Yeah.
You gonna get that cod? Dad. Well, you kiss the cod. Kiss the cod. Yeah, I got depressed and decided to stream. I love my peoples. They came on here to make me happy and play with me. And they did. Thanks, guys. It's nice having you in here, Miss Vixen. I rarely see you. I don't think I've ever seen you in one of my streams. Maybe once. And Harvey, you don't come a lot. Street Life, I don't know where you've been. But thank you, guys. I got 10 of you in here this early. Jesus. We've been going about 30 minutes. So I'm going to turn it off and, I don't know, go outside, maybe go for a walk. I don't know. I'll talk to you guys later. I love you.